In today's video, I'm going to show you guys how to go from a Fishbone to true Segunda in Type Soul. The full hollow progression guide. Do keep in mind that this video was recorded just days in advance of the Hell update, and the way to get the second partial move is not in this video. However, all of our info on how to get true Segunda will be in this video, so stay tuned. So when you first spawn in, you're going to look like this, a Fishbone. And your first order of action is going to be to go and kill other Fishbones and then consume them by pressing B. Do this enough times and you will grade up to a Menos. Once you're a Menos, you want to repeat the process, bro. Go and kill other Menos until you grade up to an Adjucha. Then you're going to want to press Ctrl K and become an Adjuchar. The reason you're going to do this is because it's going to save you so much time. Becoming a Vasto Lorde without the 7 Hogyokus is so annoying. And yes, later down the line you can use 7 Hogyokus in order to become a Vasto Lorde. So don't worry, later down the line you will become a Vasto Lorde. You don't even need those buffs right now anyway, as you're not going to have your true essence. However, all you're going to want to do at this stage of the game is just do mission boards until you're grade 3 to semi-grade 2, and then you're going to want to get PvP kills until you're grade 1. However, once you're grade 2, what you're going to be able to do is go ahead and get your partial res. So let me show you guys how to do that in this clip. You want to head over to this building that's on the screen right now, and you're going to want to go upstairs and press on the pink orb. Once you press on that, it's going to give you your item that represents what your partial res is. For example, if you have a crystal, that means you have light partial res. If you have a shark fin, that means you have shark partial res. And you're just going to follow where I'm going in this clip, and then you're going to want to get down and do the obby. I'm going to go ahead and show you guys me doing the obby as well as my reaction for the first time beating it after so many tries. It's the 7th goddamn try. Finally, bruh. Oh my god, bro. Y'all don't I never want to do that obby again, bro. That's my second time completing it. Probably about 35 tries, bro. So if you do this while you're grade 2, all you have to do is go out and get up to elite grade, which is pretty easy. All you have to do is just do the mission boards, also PvP. Once that is done, you can finally become a Vasto Lorde by using 7 Hogyokus to become a Vasto Lorde. Do keep in mind you cannot progress any further unless you're elite grade and Vasto Lorde, because once you have those two, it is then you can get your full res and your Sagunda. Now once you're elite grade and a Vasto Lorde, you're going to want to do these 3 stages in order to obtain your full resurrection. Stage 1 is get to elite grade and win 13 raids or 20 plus PvP matches. I would recommend going with the 13 raids because it is just much easier. Then stage 2 is you have to kill 1 Bawa, 80 hollows, and 15 elite grips. If you guys remember the Soul Reaper progression video I made just before this one, then you guys do know that this is very similar. And just like the Soul Reaper one, you have to do this one without dying. And for the third and final step, just like the Soul Reaper progression, it is a mini game. You want to go to the Menos forest and go underground, and then you're going to want to find this sword looking thing and meditate next to it. Once you do that, it's going to put you into a maze, and you want to run from the ghost all while finding the blue tint eyes hollow. Once you find it, all you gotta do is click it, and there you guys have it, your full resurrection. Before I show you guys how to get Segunda, let me just explain how the new res system works. So now instead of being 2 types of res, which are partial res and full res, which you just got, there's actually 3 types of reses, which is partial res, which gives you 1 move, true partial res, which gives you 2 moves, and full res, which gives you 3 moves. Then you can unlock Segunda to get your last 2 moves. It's a little bit more complicated now than it was before. I don't think true partial res will be too hard to get, but nonetheless, that's how it works. So if you guys made it this far in the video and are interested in winning some giveaways, all you guys have to do is join my Discord down below and hit that subscribe button. I'm giving away Hell World resets. I'm giving away every single game pass in the game. All you guys gotta do is join the Discord down below and be subscribed. It also helps out the channel a lot, bro, and I just really appreciate a subscription, man. If you go and press that button, it would help me a lot. Okay, so now it's time for you guys to get Segunda, and just a disclaimer, bro. Unless you guys have a lot of time on your hands, I would recommend skipping out on Segunda for now until you've unlocked most of the other stuff in Hell. This is just because Segunda is very time consuming, annoying, and it's just annoying to get. So after you get full resurrection, you want to head over to the Menos forest and interact with the King's Blade, which is the same blade that you interacted with when you did your full resurrection quest. The quest is to grip the strong people, which is 20 powerful players, which means they're in Bankai, full res, or Volt standing. And this doesn't mean good players that have it. That means good players that are in it. So you have to kill 20 people that are in Bankai or in full res or in bolt standing. This is way easier said than done, bro, because they have to be in the mode. They have to have it popped already. And you have to do this all without dying. Now, after you do this, you do get your Segunda. But let me show you guys the best way, in my opinion, in order to go ahead and do this. You're going to want 2 alts, right? One alt that's going to have Bankai and one alt that just has nothing. Grab your Bankai alt and fill up the bar with your other alt that has nothing on it. And then you're going to want to pop Bankai and then let yourself kill the alt that has Bankai. You're literally going to want to do this process and just repeat it as many times as possible until you got it 20 times. Even this is a very time consuming process, which is why I'm saying if you don't need Segunda, don't really go for it right now. Do the other hell stuff, have some fun first, and then do this, because it's very annoying. Some people might be a little bit easier than others, but for me, this is one of the most annoying processes. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Okay, so I'm gonna tell you guys everything we know about true Segunda at the time of posting this video. Number 1, there is an NPC in KT you have to talk to, which actually takes you down to the Hellverse, which is where you unlock your true form for whatever race you are. Whether it be true Bankai, true Segunda, or true Sclavarai, it's gonna be different for everyone, but if you talk to the same NPC, it should take you down there. That's number 1. And number 2, another prerequisite of this is you want true Segunda, you obviously have to have Segunda. So before you guys actually go ahead and try to get true Segunda without having Segunda, make sure you guys do the previous steps I just talked about. And that right there is basically all we know about true Segunda and type. So right now, as we get updates, I will post them in the comments and the description of this video. So if you guys are watching this like a month or a couple days later, make sure you guys check those to see any more info on true Segunda. So now that we're done with the main progression for Arrancars, I do want to tell you guys 10 things you guys should do if you are an Arrancar. So if you just reset while you're in Hueco Mundo, you can actually respawn in Las Noches. If you guys want to do that, you can go and do that. All you gotta do is obviously walk into Hueco Mundo and then just reset. Partial res actually does give you a damage boost, believe it or not. Even if you don't have full res popped, partial res still does give you a damage boost just passively if you have it. Make sure you guys choose the Cero path. It's definitely the best path. It's the best for block breaking and it does the most damage. If you guys pay attention to your hero bar on the bottom, you guys know that all Arrancars have hero, and basically this is a protective coating on your body in the Bleach anime, and what it does, it makes you take less M1 damage. So especially in the Ryatsu nerfs, it's going to be really good for those M1 fights at the end of the fights where you just take less M1 damage than your opponent who may be a Soul Reaper or a Quincy. So just keep this in mind when you're playing Arrancar. If you're in Arrancar and you press R, you can use Soul Pulse and you could basically track players through walls if they are through walls. This is good for ganking and just having fun in KT. Last but not least, I do want to talk about the best resurrections and Segundas for PvP and PvE. So for PvP, the 3 I would like to mention are Volcanica, Vampire, and Bone. Bone specifically is really good in the meta right now, as well as Volcanica. If you're a little bit of a less skilled player, and it's fine to be, you can use Volcanica. It has really high AoE damage, really easy to hit your target, and really easy to deal heavy damage. Vampire is kind of hard to use, I'm not gonna lie, but if you master it correctly, you can use it pretty well, and it's really good for PvP. Snake Res is really annoying to use with its timings, but if you can use it correctly, then it is one of the best Segundas to use in the game, hands down. For PvE, you just want to use the high AoE ones, which are Storm, Acid, and Arrogante. These 3 just provide insane AoE, and all around in general, they're basically going to save you in PvE situations. It's especially useful for Hellverse, especially because there's going to be a lot of PvE elements in Hellverse. So if you guys are going to be grinding Hell, then make sure you guys check out these 3. But yeah, man, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If y'all boys did enjoy, make sure you guys go ahead and drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.